Content warning. As with all episodes of Inside Number 9, there are some dark themes in Cold Comfort, and this podcast episode includes topics such as suicide and abortion. If you think you might be affected by these discussions, please think carefully before listening.
Welcome, dear listener, and thanks for joining us.
I'm Yanto.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is the podcast all about the weird and wonderful world of the dark comedy anthology series, Inside Number 9.
On each episode, we'll be diving into another one of Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith's twisted tales, putting it under a lens and examining it to within an inch of its life.
So make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and join us for The Ninth Degree.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
How are you doing?
Yeah. Tired.
Tired? Oh.
But, yeah.
Nearly summer holidays, though.
I know. Since we last recorded, I've been on a residential school trip with a bunch of 11-year-olds.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
Yeah, tiring. But yeah, how are you?
Yeah, not so bad. Parting along. I don't think I've got anything too exciting to say, really, this week.
That's all right. I did have something funny just happen just now before this recording, because I was setting everything up. I got my microphone stand out, about to set up, and then I was like, oh my God, the Wi-Fi is not on. I'm like, why is it not connecting? And I was panicking, like, oh my God. And I checked the router and I was like trying to reset it. And then I looked to where it's plugged in and I see that the little switch on the socket is switched off.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's weird. How's that happened? And what I realised I'd done is when I picked up my microphone stand, I'd knocked the switch and switched it off. And I was just literally on the verge of blaming Ben, saying, what have you done? Why have you turned it off? But yeah, it was me.
You're the problem, it's you.
Yeah. But yes, shall we reveal our hidden title from last week?
Oh, yes, it was one of yours.
Yes, it was How Do You Plead? I do like the voice that Reece is putting on for his character.
It's so over the top.
It's just constantly like, Elizabeth Gadge, you stand accused of witchcraft. How do you plead?
In your best Reece voice.
Yeah, it was a bit of a cheat, that one, I think, because I was doing an impression of Reece's character, but he doesn't actually say that line. But I just thought I'd just sneak it in.
Well done, well done.
There we go.
Keep your ears open for this week.
Indeed. So what are we discussing this week?
We're on with Cold Comfort this week, episode 4.
Excellent.
Inside Number 9 Wiki says, Andy begins his first day as a volunteer at the Comfort Support Line call centre, which offers the lonely and desperate a chance to talk about their problems. All the CSL counsellors have their own ways of dealing with clients.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. How do you find this one?
I think it's interesting. I think it's good in many ways.
Yeah.
I do have some criticisms of it as well, but...
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm quite torn. There's some bits I really like about it. There's a lot I really like about it, but there's some bits that really let it down for me that I just can't look past.
Yes.
But we'll get into that.
I'd say first thing to mention would be the sort of CCTV format, the almost found footage aspect of it.
Yeah, which nowadays maybe feels a bit overdone, but back then was quite sort of, I guess, newish.
Yeah? It
was quite a different way of doing things, I guess, back then.
Yeah.
Was found footage all that big a thing back in 2015? I know you obviously go back to like Blair Witch and stuff,
yeah,
one of the big ones, and that was a while before that. But I don't know. I feel like at the time it was still.
I don't know. Is it kind of something that's all the rage now? Then is it something that lots of people are doing?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Well, it had a big spike, didn't it?
I don't really know.
But it is still a different way of doing it in terms of it being CCTV as opposed to shaky cameras and all on phones or camcorders or whatever.
Yeah, I like the fact that they didn't really. It's quite realistic, like the camera setup is where it is, and then you have those scenes where people stand up and their heads get chopped off.
Yes.
And they don't really care about that. It's realistic. It is what it is.
Yeah, they don't stage it so that you can just coincidentally see all of the person.
Yeah. It reminds me a bit of Mulberry Close from one of the later seasons. Obviously, that static camera that just captures whatever it can.
Yeah. And it wouldn't work as a concept for a whole film or a series, but for an episode, it works really well, I think.
Yeah, it's good.
And I do like the separate little screens you get at the side, which is quite nice. You can sort of see a bit more of what's going on.
Yeah, like multiple angles and things, yeah. But that must obviously come with its difficulties, doing it like that because you can only do like really long takes. You can't sort of mix and match. You've got to almost like do it like a play.
Yeah, I don't think I'd noticed that until this rewatch, how long some of the shots are.
Yeah.
Which must have been quite fun to sort of plan out and make sure that everyone's in the right place for the other cameras as well.
Yeah, I feel like it must have been quite a technical challenge. And am I right in saying this is Reese and Steve's directorial debut?
It is, yeah. They do this, and I want to say Nana's Party
Yes.
was their first ones. I think they said that they did this one because it was fixed cameras, so it was one less thing they had to worry about.
Yeah, although apparently they said to a director friend of theirs they were going to do this, and apparently he said, don't do that episode, whatever you do, because that's going to be a huge challenge. But they were like, we'll do it anyway.
I think they did a good job with it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They did.
So I've got a bit of a personal sort of connection to this one in that I used to work for quite a lot of years at a call centre.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So it was quite interesting seeing it from that side. Mm-hmm. I always said that I'm surprised that there isn't a sitcom set in a call centre because of all the stupid calls you get and the absolutely ridiculous people that phone up. And yeah, you get you do get the people that call up to have a wank.
Wow.
You do get all the deadlines. You do get just the heavy breathing. But you know when he says in the episode that he doesn't want to, they don't give out their first names.
Yes.
And that's we were told we could give out first names, but we should never give out surnames.
No, yeah.
Because people had turned up at the office before.
Oh.
And like been waiting outside after people's shifts and stuff.
Oh my God.
So it was a insurance company. So you decline someone's claim and then they start threatening that they're going to meet you on the way home and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's sort of, especially that last scene with Reese walking up the corridor.
Yeah.
Really sort of chimed with me. And the bit when he's still being Chloe and saying how, I'll find you and all this sort of stuff. In one of the last calls where they don't know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
It was very creepy.
Quite scary.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So, but then you got a lot of funny calls where it's utter morons calling up.
Oh, yeah.
And trying to have to be professional while someone's telling you the most ridiculous reasons to why they've lost their phone.
Yeah.
My first ever day of being on the phones, when we'd, the panic of you've been in training for a week or however long, and then you get your first call, and it was the day that Take That got back together.
Oh.
And they were releasing their tickets for their thing.
Yeah.
And one of the other products we offered was priority ticket things.
Yeah.
So all the calls, because they got millions of calls, the system just broke and just gave calls to everyone. So my first morning on the calls was just fielding calls from people that were getting through to the wrong department, getting all excited that they'd gotten through.
Yeah.
And then we have to tell them, actually, no, you're going to the back of the queue because you've come through to the wrong place.
Oh, no. Chaos.
Which was a lot of fun, but a slight Take That connection.
Well, yeah, ironically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never work in a call centre.
No. It's a special layer of hell.
I hate talking on the phone at the best of times, but
yeah.
I did once when I was unemployed and desperate for a job. My friend got me an interview at this place, and it was basically a call centre, and I had to do like a trial call in the interview, and it was it was just a disaster. I'm so bad. So
yeah, it's not a fun job.
No.
But yeah, at least it wasn't the kind of difficult calls that they'll have in CSL.
Well, exactly, yeah. Because this is, the difference there is that obviously they're volunteers and they're not getting paid for it. Something that they're choosing to do. Yeah. So we've got Andy, obviously, played by Steve, who he says after his sister died, he wished he had someone to talk to, which is, nice that he got into wanting to help people that way. Yeah,
that is sweet, especially considering how bad it goes for him. It's quite sad, really.
Yeah.
How he's just trying to help and... Yeah.
We didn't find out how his sister died.
No. I did wonder if that might be relevant.
Yes,
first time I watched it, I wondered if it was going to be a seed they were sowing.
But no, not really.
No.
No.
And then you get the fantastic Liz.
Oh my God. Wonderful. Jane Horrocks.
She's brilliant.
She is.
Great. And apparently a lot of her lines were ad-libbed, which
they were,
doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. She just makes me think of Chicken Run.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy. Oh, bless her. My favourite line of hers in this is after the George wrestling the phone off her, and she just calls after him and goes, "Psycho!"
Speaking of which, George, we got Reese doing his best gay again.
Oh, really?
Well, I thought he was.
Oh, I didn't pick up.
I thought he was very camp.
Okay. No, I just thought he was a sad bloke who, I don't know. I didn't get a gay vibe, but
Oh, I did.
my gay as well must be malfunctioning.
With his crappy little joke about the cubicle being bijou and south-facing.
Oh,
like
yes.
I saw somewhere that they said that they'd considered it being the other way round for those two,
Yeah.
and that they thought that would be the obvious choice. Whereas I kind of feel like Reese does have more of a sort of authoritative personality, I guess. That it feels right that they would be that way around.
It does feel right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I could see it the other way around. But yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine.
Yeah. I think that is the right way that they did it.
Yeah. And obviously we get this reference to Victoria, who used to be in that booth. We find out later that he's, ruined her life as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Was it the exact same thing? Did he have a different plan with her?
Yeah.
Is he always Chloe in the pills?
I don't know. I think he said something about she's had 3 dead dads.
Yeah.
So maybe it is something slightly different.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, I mean, George is such an interesting character.
I want to know more.
Yeah, that he feels the need to do that.
You get these people, don't you, where they've just got a bit of power, but it's not enough, and they have to cause problems just for fun or something.
Yeah.
I did see someone's theory that it was roots back to he's been working there. Did he say something like 26 years or something?
Right.
So he'll probably have been there when Take That broke up, and you got all of these suicidal teen girls calling because they just went mental back then.
Oh my God.
And has that sort of what broke him and why he makes him sing the Take That song? Which I didn't know felt a bit of a stretch, but I
mean,
quite like
who
it.
knows? Yeah. You could read what you want into it, can't you?
Yeah. Who else have we got? We've got Joanne.
Yes. I quite like that. Obviously, you've got Liz and Joanne as two very contrasting,
Opposites, yeah.
Ways to approach the volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's merits on both sides, but, probably a happy medium is what you want.
Yeah. She's one I don't understand why she's volunteering. She doesn't seem to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
She seems quite bored a lot of the time.
I think that's just her personality, but she must think she's doing good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. We've got to call out a Hooniverse connection.
There's a couple.
So I was thinking of Joanne. Who's the other one?
Michael as well. See if
Who's he
figure
been
it
in
out.
Doctor Who?
It's not a big role at all.
I can't remember him. Is it the main show Doctor Who?
Yeah. It's the 12th Doctor.
I don't know. I struggle to remember.
He's not been much. He's in Deep Breath. He talks to the cyborg guy. I think he's where the cyborg guy gets his new eye from.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Cool.
he's in that briefly. But no, Joanne's more of a character.
Yes.
In Torchwood and in Doctor Who.
What was she in Doctor Who?
She was
God.
was Harmony, the glass lady, I think.
Oh, in Twice Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. No, I was just thinking of the lady who couldn't have an injection and the lever kept snapping.
Torchwood. Yeah. There's a lot of crossovers.
Yeah.
It's a proof again. Britain only has about 15 actors.
Yes. But yeah, as I was saying, I think probably a happy medium between those two approaches would be the best. But you've got Andy in the middle, who's obviously new and sort of getting influence from both sides.
Yeah. It must be tough. Like, not wanting to be jaded by it all, but also wanting to help people and, like you see how it's sort of a condensed down version of what they'll have gone through over years that he has in a few days. Well, I don't know, I can't remember how long a period it's over, actually. But you see him go from really caring to getting quite angry and flippant and going through the whole range of emotions.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I liked how right at the start, by the way, when you see the time code on the bottom of the screen, it starts at 9:09.
Yes.
And it's like, I love how all these little references they can squeeze into the number 9.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, I was there being super anal about it, adding up the time codes, wondering if they equaled 9. And they don't, for fun fact. But I know it's a horrible call, obviously, but his first call with the woman that's had the abortion, but the way they keep referring to it as the incident over and over and over.
That's it, isn't it? I think...
It's like, how do you make a call about abortion quite funny?
For me, I think the humour for me comes from just poor Andy, like putting his foot in it, you know.
Yeah,
you feel so bad for him because he's not trying to cause offence, but he just manages to put his foot in it like several times
repeatedly.
Yeah. But like you said, it was also funny the way she's just like, she keeps calling it the incident. She's like, I keep waking up thinking, oh, the incident.
What was the incident? I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. And then he's like, without revealing to me the nature of the incident, it's not a magic trick. Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, you do feel bad, like that lady, and then there's another person later who, like, they obviously called up wanting to talk and wanting help, but they don't end up getting it, and they just end up hanging up.
Yeah.
You feel bad, and you think, like, you know, you wish they could have got what they wanted. But
that's the thing. It's that difficult thing of, like, well, you don't ever see any more of their lives. But, you know, you don't have any interaction with them again, and that was just, it was one call, it went wrong. But that's a person. Like,
exactly.
Obviously exemplified by the old lady with the cat. Like,
yeah.
It can go really badly if you don't do it right.
But these volunteers are human.
Yeah.
And you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got also the strangely out of place for me thing of him needing the loo, and he ends up peeing in the cup.
Yeah. Quite early into his career at this place as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's been there for years and he's kind of... Yeah, you'd think he'd still be a little bit nervous to do that. And the fact that he's showing it to the camera as if there's someone constantly watching them.
Oh, yeah, when he holds up the sign saying, I need the loo, or whatever it is, yeah.
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 Because I know it's obviously a contrivance for the episode to work, but the fact that they've all got cameras is a little bit intimidating. Like,
yeah.
There's always that rumour that, a call centre, that they'd be watching you through the webcams and all this sort of stuff. And like, I don't know if that's legal.
No, it's a bit disconcerting. But we'll just ignore that for the purpose of the episode, yeah.
So I guess we need to talk about Chloe.
Yeah.
I remember the first time thinking how it was harrowing.
Oh yeah, it is. The first time you hear it.
Especially when you've gone from the episode being quite funny before, thinking it's probably quite a funny one. And then it suddenly does such a dark turn. Steve's
performance opposite it is so good as well. Like, he's really affected by it. And
yeah, and does well, especially when you've only got one of them on screen, to have such a sort of the chemistry there, even though one of them's just a voice.
Yeah.
And work off each other. It does do a great job.
Also, yeah, she asks him to sing the Take That song. And he's like, oh, I don't really know it. I don't know much of it. And then he actually sings like quite a decent chunk of it.
Correctly?
Yeah, like much better than I would. No, I don't remember the words, but yeah.
No.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, he does really take his time with it. Like, it would be harrowing if you've, as far as he knows, someone literally has just died.
Exactly.
And there's nothing he can do about it.
Because you'd think, wouldn't you? I actually Googled, just out of curiosity, before we recorded this, like, what the protocol is for somewhere like the Samaritans if they're in that situation.
Right.
And apparently what happens in the episode is accurate, that, they will encourage the person to seek medical help, but if they refuse, then, they'll just stay on the line with them and listen.
Yeah, be there.
For as long as they can, yeah.
It must take a toll.
Yeah, incredible.
Especially when you do... I know they play it up here, but you get such a... I know it's not a stupid call afterwards, but by comparison, it's so much more trivial. It must be hard to treat everyone and just jump straight back into the next call.
Well, I think, yeah, I agree. And I think in reality, if you had a call like that with Chloe, surely you would be entitled to take some time and not go straight into another call, I think.
Yeah, you would, true.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they're volunteers. They can leave. Like,
exactly, yeah.
There's nothing making them stay.
But I think it's just a symptom of Andy being so new to it, and like he's still feeling his way and working it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just a really unfortunate situation. So yeah, then we do get the cat lady.
The cat lady.
Poor lady.
Yeah, bless it. Because you can imagine that older people, they get a bit isolated. She just lives with the cats. And
exactly.
At least she had other cats, but...
Yeah, I do understand where she's coming from. Like,
totally.
Pets, they do occupy such a space in our hearts, and
yeah.
But I can also understand Andy just being like, after what he's just been through.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could totally understand his point of view as well.
Yeah, especially if he's not a particular cat person. he wouldn't. It wouldn't chime at all for him, I guess.
Yeah. I like how he tries. He tries for a bit to be like, oh dear, and listen. And then after a while, he's just like, well, it's just a cat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't replace him. Another cat would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I beg your pardon. I want your name.
Oh, bless her. Because I imagine she's had these cats a while, because she said they were from the same litter, so presumably
Yes.
she got them as kittens.
Yeah.
Oh, poor little, whatever the other two were called.
Binky and Percy.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I think, yeah. I was going to say, like, it does seem quite a jump that she then goes to put her head in the gas oven.
It does.
But, people...
Snap decisions in bad circumstances.
Exactly. She was upset, and then she didn't get the support that she was looking for.
Yeah. She tried to reach out. It must have been hard to reach out, probably. And then, yeah.
I did find it interesting that her first thing she says when she rings up is, I just couldn't sleep. And I looked at the time code and it was like 7:30.
Oh.
And like, do old people just go to bed really early?
That is quite early, unless you meant the previous night.
Oh, okay. It sounded like she meant she was calling because she couldn't sleep right now.
You're right, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, then maybe we should have slid that a little bit later.
Yeah. Then we've got Liz taking what I assume is a personal call to a friend.
A wedding. Yeah.
She tries to pretend it's actually a caller.
I wonder if what Liz does, do we reckon, is actually her volunteering? Because if this is... I get the impression from George being pissed off at her that it's not just one call. Like, this is a common problem.
Yeah, and she apparently was watching box sets of something.
Walking Dead,
yeah. Which is a bit strange because, if you don't want to do it, then don't volunteer and don't do it. It's not that she's getting paid to be there.
I wonder if she's one of those people that likes to be seen to be doing good. Like, she'll go in, she'll go back to her friends and say how, I just worked 7 hours volunteering.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, he flies into a rage.
Yes.
Which, I know they needed it to set up later, but it feels a little out of character all of a sudden.
Well, yeah. I think it's like a culmination of, like you say, a long-term... They've had this long-term issue and he's finally snapped.
Yeah.
And we've just seen that end bit, but yeah.
Yeah, this is the difficulty of such short episodes, that you don't get time to gradually build stuff up.
Yeah.
You do have to kind of just go, oh, right, this was the point he snapped, and sort of accept it, I guess. I didn't want... Like, he's, give me the phone. Well, he doesn't just press the button on the phone.
Oh, yeah. He specifically wants the receiver, yeah.
Yeah, but it makes more of a scene, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it is a funny scene. It's one of those, a bit like we said in A Quiet Night In, when you've got something happening in the foreground and then you've got some comedy business happening in the background.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously Andy's right up there in the foreground and yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny.
Yeah. And I love this. So the next scene when you've got Joanne comes in to speak to Andy and comfort him. And she's like, oh, and here, I bought you a glass of the thing that I could find closest that looked to piss.
Yes. It's also funny how she's actually, she's been really nice and she's like, oh, and I got you a drink, the one you like. And then Liz is just like, see, complete bitch. Like,
yeah. They have serious history going on.
They do. But yeah, they sow the seed there that the cat lady did kill herself and that she has a soldier son.
Yes.
Which obviously ends up being important.
Yeah. You can feel the regret from Andy so strongly, like, fuck, I've messed up here. Like, this isn't just a little volunteer job, this has consequences.
Exactly, yeah. There's another funny call with the guy who's obsessing about, I saw a Tuesday, no Wednesday, and she said hiya, but it wasn't like hiya, it was like, hiya! And then at the end, it's like, what did you say? I didn't say anything, I spat on her.
So weird.
It is weird. It's very, very weird. What a nutter.
Such a nutter. And then we get Michael.
Yes. I know exactly what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
About Wood Green and the cut reference.
Yes. Good on Pauline. Another near miss of Pauline.
Yes, she's forever floating on the horizon.
Pauline. Oh, bless her.
But yeah, imagine if they had kept that reference in though, because then Steve Pemberton is in the scene as Andy, and it's like the resemblance, like his long lost auntie or something.
Gender swapped doppelganger.
Yeah.
I just love that line. That's not how we do it in Wood Green.
Yeah. Yes.
He had no context whatsoever, and he just yelled at this person that's tried to commit suicide as far as he knows.
Yeah, of course.
I do feel like Andy goes off a bit in terms, like, he immediately jumps to this person's a prank person, whereas it could be someone that's, like, depressed and thinking of suicide or whatever. And
yes, and it's like a repeated thing. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if it feels a bit of a stretch to go straight to that on the first reoccurrence of it. I think if I was him, wouldn't I be more like, oh my God, you're still alive. Are you okay? I was really worried about you. Can we get you some help kind of thing?
You're right. That does make more sense.
You'd just be thankful that they hadn't gone through with it?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. He just, I suppose, again, because he's been affected by what happened with the old lady. Maybe he's looking for someone to blame, isn't he? So
True.
Maybe. But yeah.
But as far as he knows, she's a 16-year-old girl.
Of course, yeah.
We all do stupid things when we're young, like.
Yeah.
You don't know the ramifications of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, we'd get people prank calling all the time, because it was an 0800 number, so it didn't cost anything. So they'd call up and pretend to be whoever. The best were the ones where it was the mother was the policyholder, but the person that had lost or damaged the phone or whatever was their son.
Yeah.
And they'd try and call up to claim, and then we need to speak to the policyholder. Obviously, the policyholder either isn't there or he doesn't want to let know.
Yeah.
So it starts to do the, hello, I'm Mrs. Brown thing. And then you're like, how long do I play along with this?
Oh my God. How awkward.
And you don't... The thing is, though, as much as it sounds like some blokey bloke putting on a girl's voice, for all you know, that is her.
Yes.
And you just got a very manly, fake-sounding voice, and then you massively insult them.
Yeah,
you have to sort of do the whole, like, take them through security and try and find security questions that the son might not know.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awkward.
Yeah. It was fun.
And then, a brilliant comedy moment for me when George is doing his little speech building up to what you think is that he's been sacked, but actually it's Liz. And then a little step back and reveal, I'm so sorry to see Liz go. Yeah.
And knowing how much he hates her as well, knowing that he's trying to be all nice.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Liz. Poor Liz. You can go watch Walking Dead at home now.
Yeah. Also, when he asks for her number, or no, he says about giving her his number, and she says, it's all right, I know where you are. And it's this big moment. So first time I watched it, I 100% thought Liz was Chloe.
Yeah.
Probably the northern accent and everything as well helped.
Yeah. I can't remember what I thought first time I watched it, but I probably did, at least at the start, think that it was her.
Yeah.
I think I more went for Joanne.
Oh, I don't think I ever thought Joanne.
Because she was more secondary, and I was like...
Yes.
She's the less obvious choice.
Yeah. I think for me, it was, her voice was so far away from Chloe that I never thought that way.
Yeah.
So it was quite a surprise when Andy then blamed her and thought it was her. But yeah, they obviously dropped that red herring in for I know where you are, and then Chloe says that as well.
Yeah.
So is that, well, I say Chloe, quote marks. Is that just a coincidence then that they both said that? Or
I guess so.
Yeah.
Unless that's something that it's not even a common phrase that you'd pick up and you'd try and like frame her for or something, is it? Like
no.
Yeah, it must just be coincidence.
Yeah, just a coincidence. Yeah.
I mean, it's quite a common thing that's how you would phrase it. I know where you are.
Yeah, like, it's the way Liz says it with such significance. Yeah. Like she's trying to be like, it's me. Like...
This is a plot point.
Yes. Take note. Yeah. Is there another call around there? Because I've got a note saying he's letting his emotions get involved and affecting other callers. Not sure.
I've not got one.
Oh, it's the man who rings up and he just says, he thinks it's Chloe again, but he just says, now fuck off or I'll do this to you. And the man just says, oh no, I'll just leave it. And he hangs up.
Yeah, but it's the way that he immediately snaps to, and how can I help, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
As if I didn't just say something horrifically awful to you.
Yes.
Oh, poor guy, he might have done something awful as well.
Well, exactly. This is what's so awful about it, isn't it?
Yeah. Who knows what that guy's just gone through?
Yeah.
Anything could have happened.
It's a really good setting for an episode. So much to think about.
Yeah. I feel like they could have, I know they don't purposefully interlink them, but this would have been one where, being as you've only had 12 Days of Christine 2 episodes before, you could have had a character from that calling up. If they had wanted to link them.
Yeah.
Could have been interesting.
I think that becomes hard, though, doesn't it, when you've got Reese and Steve being in pretty much everyone.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Because then you're like, Andy's like some distant relative of Bobby, the camp best friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we need to get on to the twist.
Yes.
So Andy thinks that Joanne is the one who's been pretending to be Chloe.
Yeah.
And he goes and looks at the CCTV.
Yeah.
And Joanne joins him as well. And then it turns out that it was George all along.
It is, yeah. Which, I quite like it as a twist.
Yeah.
If it had always been Reese's voice.
I know.
And he'd done a really good fake voice.
I have two options for that, because I am exactly the same. That is the biggest thing that bugs me about this episode. Because so either it should have been Reese the whole time, or it should have been the actress they got playing Chloe dubbed over Reese's mouth moving. Yeah. So that it was, he was doing a really good voice.
Yeah.
But the fact that it changes is what bugs me, because I get it. Some people say you could argue that, we're hearing what Andy is expecting to hear.
Yes, I did see that they talked about that criticism, didn't they, somewhere, and said how they didn't mind it.
But I just don't buy that, because of the whole CCTV found footage thing of it. It's like presented to you as a hard fact, like this is what it is.
Yeah, you should be able to rewind it and watch it and go, oh yeah, that is Reese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do you know what they did do, though? Because I checked the commentary. Did you listen to
I didn't listen to commentary.
Okay. The progressive Chloe calls, they have an actress playing Chloe, but they also got Reese to do the same lines. Yeah. And so with each successive call, apparently they mixed in more of Reese's voice.
Right.
To be more of a gradual change.
Okay, yeah, because some of them do sound... On my latest watch, it did sound... You could sort of tell it was a little bit more, the latter ones. Like that call that she has towards the end where she knows where you are or whatever she says. You can tell a little bit more in that one.
Okay.
I thought.
It didn't quite register for me.
But I still can't... It still feels...
Yeah.
Too much like a lie.
Yeah, it's the moment when you see the footage of Reese when he's doing the original call, and they're looking, and it's so completely different from how she did it.
Yeah.
It's such a shame, because it kind of ruins it a little bit.
Yeah, it's like they didn't believe that they could hide the twist, so they had to lie to cover it up.
Exactly, yeah.
And a great twist works when you have all the information you need prior to it being revealed. And if you're really clever, you can work it out.
I think they felt that, if they'd had it be Reese the whole time, it would have been too obvious, and you would have twigged, oh, it's Reese's voice. So I do get that, but
I get why they did it. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I just feel like they could have done something else. They
could have put a voice modulator on it. And
so Chloe was using
she was disguising her voice on purpose for some reason.
Yes, that would have made sense. Yeah.
And you could have them, I don't know, do some CSI take the layers off nonsense that they do.
Yeah.
Or just show him with a thing up in front of his mouth on that clip at the end.
Although, if Chloe had been disguising her voice, I think that then makes you think, oh, she's not who she says she is, and you're trying to work out who she is.
True.
Whereas the way it is, you think she's real at the beginning. So,
true.
I don't know. It's a very tricky thing. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but yeah, it's just a shame, I think.
I just think they could have done it better. I don't necessarily think there was a right way, but I think they could have done it better.
I do agree. It's my biggest bugbear in this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I also have another question, which is,
if
George has access to the CCTV, why hasn't he deleted the evidence of him doing that? Unless he wants to get caught.
Well.
Unless he's,
Is it some power thing of him going, look, I'm right here?
Yeah.
You'll never know kind of thing.
Could be.
And at the end of the day, maybe they're all volunteers. Maybe this is actually his paid job. And as far as he's concerned, they're all way beneath him and he has all the power, and he doesn't think anyone would go and look into it, because he can get rid of them like he did with Liz.
Yeah.
But I do love that shot of him walking up the corridor. Is haunting.
Yes.
And how he just stops just as the light hits his face. Because I've not rewatched this since I originally watched it, until I rewatched it for this, and I couldn't remember how it ended. I remembered the twist, but I couldn't remember how it ended after him walking up the corridor. And I had visions of him like pulling out a container of petrol or something, and just sort of like throwing petrol everywhere.
Oh.
Was how I remembered it ending. I thought it was something like that. And then obviously you've got the other twist. But yeah, I remember being quite haunted by that scene when it originally aired.
Yeah.
Because you've never really looked at that particular camera feed.
No.
That's always one just to fill up space.
Yeah.
And then you just see this figure approaching. It's like, oh, don't like this. Although I do feel it, and this is me being really pedantic, that they break their Inside Number 9 rule. Like, the whole episode isn't in a number 9 when they cut to different cameras.
Yeah.
Like, we leave the 9.
True.
You could argue when it's the view from Liz's desk that it's still looking at 9, but when you're in George's office, it very much is nowhere near 9 anymore.
Yeah, true.
Although, is it in the bottom corner one where you can see all of the room? Can you see enough of the room?
Yeah, I think you can.
You maybe can. Maybe they're okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they just about get away with it there.
But it's not all inside booth 9.
No,
so,
not
yeah,
that I care. But
No. But yeah, you wouldn't be you if you weren't being pedantic and.
I thought I was going to go somewhere else.
What did you think I was going to say?
I wasn't being anal.
Well, yeah, you said it. And yeah, George does that final call and he's like, I did do one final naughty thing.
Yeah.
I told him where you work.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that ending?
I quite like that bit of it.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit silly, but
It is silly.
I actually really like it.
I think it's good. I think it's dramatic. But I also think, whether it's intentional or not, it's quite funny.
It is, yeah. I think it's even more funny the fact that you don't hear a gunshot or anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't bring you
that
back
is
to
good.
reality again.
That is good. Yeah, it just suddenly cuts to take that.
Take that, yeah. Yeah, and it's the voice that he's still putting on, the silly voice.
Yes. Even though he knows,
Yeah.
he still maintains that voice, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going back to my point earlier about people saying that they would find you and hunt you down and do horrible things to you. It did try and very true. It sounds silly, but how they frame it in the episode, but it's actually a real fear that we all had in the call centre.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it's very serious. But I think it's the timing of it, the comic timing of it. For
Totally.
me. It's like,
yeah.
And the fact that it works out exactly at the moment when he tells him, I told him where you worked, and then he's right there. It's just slightly sort of bizarrely comedic.
Yeah. But I didn't see that coming the first. Definitely not.
Oh no, neither did I. That's a good twist.
That
really.
is a good twist. It somewhat makes up for the other one, in a way. I do like their episodes where they have a double one like this. But yeah, I'm still gutted about the main twist though.
I know. Yeah, I'm glad you thought the same thing because it's my biggest downfall of this episode for me.
Yeah.
I think this is generally quite a well-liked one, isn't it?
I think it's reasonably well liked.
Yeah.
I don't think it's at the top of many people's lists, but I think it's a reasonably well regarded one. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to give it a rating out of 9?
What do I go? If they'd done the twist better, my score would be a lot higher. Because I do think there is a lot of good things in it. There are a lot of problems, like I've said, with how he reacts to Chloe on the second go, and I do think they could have. It wouldn't have obviously made as good a story, but if it was real, then I don't think a lot of this would have played out how it did.
No.
But then that's how fiction works.
Exactly.
So I think I'm going to go a 6.
Oh, okay. That's higher than I thought.
Yeah, I still think it's really good. And I think I'm basing this on how good I think it would have been if the twist had worked.
Okay.
But I think the twist on paper works well.
But don't you think you should rate it based on how it actually works?
Yeah.
not how it would be if they'd done it better.
Well, yeah, like I say, if on paper, I think it works a lot better than it does in reality.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking it down too much, but
Okay.
yeah, I think a 6 is fair.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know, because I'm trying not to go too low, because ultimately I do enjoy all of these
Yeah.
to greater or lesser degrees,
Yeah.
and it's like one feels so low.
So it's giving it a 6. That means you know others like The Harrowing you enjoyed less than this
Probably,
because you gave that a 5.
yeah. I think it's around the 5-6 area.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's going to sound really harsh then because I'm giving it a 4.
Okay.
Like I said, I enjoyed lots of things about it, but yeah, for me, it's the execution of that twist. Really disappoints me, and yet, yeah, I don't know. Rating's so hard, isn't it? Because I'm looking back at what I've given other things, and
I'm doing the same.
We've got Last Gasp and Understudy, which I gave a 3 to, which is less than Cold Comfort.
No, actually, no. I'm going to drop it to a 5.
You're dropping, dropping to a 5.
Yeah,
I think that makes sense.
it's about halfway. I think because the bits that I do like, I really like.
Yeah,
It's just a shame about some bits of it. And when you consider that whether they like it or not, a lot of Inside Number 9 is going to be dictated by how good the twist is.
exactly. Yeah,
If you fumble that, it feels like that's sort of your USP that you've failed a bit on.
yes, I agree.
And while they don't have to all have a twist, if they do have one, and it doesn't quite work.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, not to be on a downer about it, because there is a lot to like about it.
There is. There really is. And a lot of it's Jane Horrocks. But
Yeah.
but no, there is a lot to like about it.
Yeah. Do you know where the hair was?
Yes. Do you?
I'll be honest, I looked it up. I didn't spot it.
Would you like to go?
Well, it's in George's office, isn't it?
It is, yeah, in the
I
middle of his
suppose
desk.
it's kind of the obvious place, really.
Yeah, it was going to be on one of the 3 desks, really, I suppose, wasn't it? Well, you can't even see Andy's desk, I guess. It was probably going to be on Liz's or George's desk. It's quite hard to see because it's quite small with the size of the frame. And we'll reveal where the episode title was next week.
We will, when we discuss Nana's Party.
Nana's Party.
Which I don't remember much of.
No. I remember one bit very well.
Okay. I remember a head under a cake or something.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay. I'm sure you'll enjoy the bit that I remember quite well.
Okay. I look forward to that. But yeah, I think it's time to hang up the phone on on Number 9.
But you never really... Oh, how can I phrase that? But you never really get disconnected, do you? No, that doesn't really work, does it? But you never really leave, do you?
Thanks for listening to The Ninth Degree. If you'd like to get in touch, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok at Ninth Degree Pod, or email us at ninthdegreepod@gmail.com. You can also leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts.